Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? It's your boy Jamal. Forgive my throat. It's been a lot of work we've had going on. Just so you guys will know, okay? There will be no Friday night fights this Friday. Why? Because hopefully I will be able to do Saturday sit down back in the studio. That's right, my studio. I'm going back home, y'all. We going back home. Sunday Talk with Jamal, Sunday Morning Thai Talk will be back in my house. Pray for me. Lord, hold on. Lord willing, I live and see it, because it's not promised that I live and see Friday, Saturday, or next Sunday. So, Lord willing, I live and see it. I'll be back in the house doing the videos. Now, for everyone, how are y'all doing on this Sunday morning? Hopefully everybody is doing great. We're just going to talk about a few things. January 6th, it's funny that Joe Biden went to Valley Forge to complain about J6s. He called us insurrectionists. You went to the headquarters of the world famous insurrectionist George Washington and the Continental Army. That's what the British called the Americans, insurrectionists, rebels, traitors. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's what Joe Biden calls. So you going to Valley Forge to speak about J6s is totally irony. But let's talk about also, a lot of Americans are sick of it, because here's what they're saying. Some Americans, yes, they say, well, y'all got out of control, but it ain't what they were saying. I literally had a cousin. She was in the military like I was, and she was upset. How could you blah, blah, blah? And me and her got into an argument. We was fussing back and forth. But now she have seen some of the J6 stuff. She's like, well, it did get out of control, but it's not as bad as what they said it was. They lied on you. Even black leaders, like Louis Farrakhan even said, Donald Trump has exposed what black folk been complaining about in the 60s and the 50s about the FBI, the DOJ, and the CIA. Donald Trump actually exposed it to where people like, wow, they really were doing stuff like that to black leaders and quote unquote black nationalists who weren't violent, but they was doing stuff to make it appear to be violent back in the 60s and the 50s and the early 70s. So a lot of black folk are thanking Donald Trump for, you proved us right. Thank you for bringing to what we were saying. And from what the polls and what some black folk are saying, I'm even talking to, if he gets 20% of the black vote, 30% of black male votes, that's good. Of course, black women are more, how do I put it, more attached to the hip with the Democrat Party, because the Democrat Party sold welfare, sold breaking of the black families, which we didn't have to do. Let me say that. Black folk, we didn't have to break our families up. We could have told Democrats keep packing. But we didn't. We allowed them to come in our communities and destroy it, and black women are now subservient to the Democrat Party. Call it what it is. That's why they continue to have children out of wedlock. That's why so many fight for abortion, because it keeps what they did hidden. That's why I'm like, well, my body, my choice. No, that ain't your body. That's a baby's body with a whole totally different DNA. I think I'll do a Victorian. So, this is what people are seeing about the Democrat Party. Hey, you guys are liars and cheats. And the January 6th won't like what you said it was. Like, for people like myself, I didn't go inside the buildings, but I saw the police officers telling people, if you want to come in, you can come in, but just, behave. That's what was said. if you want to come in, just behave. No, that sounds like a setup, and I didn't go in. But let's talk about Hezbollah want to try Israel. Oh, Hezbollah feeling themselves. They want to try Israel. Well, Israel's telling people they taking all newcomers. You want to try them? And find out. Israel ain't playing with these people no more. Israel has learned their lesson. And when you got the anastatic Jews, and I want to make sure I say this right. If anybody who lives in Israel and can understand what I'm saying, please let me know if I'm correct. You have what you call anastatic Jews, which are people who are Jewish, but they're more on the liberal side. They don't practice Judaism like that. Then you have Orthodox Jews. Your Orthodox Jews are your ones who practices where it's the yarmulke, circumcision, all that. I mean, no, just totally Orthodox Jews. That means they follow all the Jewish practices and things. All of them are on the same page. Destroy Hamas, destroy Hezbollah with it. Never again. So, from the river to the sea, Israel will have victory. From the ground to the stars, Israel destroying Hamas and Hezbollah. Yeah, I know. Don't laugh. I'll let you later.